Raven here with your Raven spread for Lionsgate. So, I've already just did the Witches spread. I didn't get to show this on the Witches spread, so if you guys got to watch it, here's Healing Jade. Here's Cutting Ties. The Two of Swords. The Page of Swords. The King of Wands. Blessed Bounty. The Fairy for Rejoice. The Antelope, as I call it. It says on there the pronghorn, but to me it's an antelope. And then the Moonology card. Alright, so that's your first minute. That's a review of the Witches spread. If you didn't catch it, go back and check it out. Okay? Like I said, this is the Raven spread. So, we're going to start with the insight question of the day for the spread. What is the insight on how this spread's going to read? When I pulled the card, I got anger. Anger. Okay? We all deal with anger. It happens. Earlier, I was a bitch. I'm sorry to my husband. It just wasn't a good day today. I'm not happy. I haven't been. If you knew what was going on, you'd completely understand. So, the Ravens are coming at you with a little insight. Their insight today is when it comes to anger. We need to learn to channel our anger into some constructive action and understanding. It can fuel positive energy and growth. So harness your anger and reflect it towards a positive change and personal growth. That is the message we're going to take from these cards, is positive change, personal growth. Whenever we're feeling a little angry, we redirect. So, going on, the next one I pulled was the Wisdom number 1 card. You get 2 different wisdom cards. The first one we're going to pull from the crows. The crow comes at you with, I really like this crow card, but if you can see it, my light's reflecting, okay? That says two-eyed sight, alright? So two-eyed sight. One eye sees the physical world, the other sees what's not seen. Your task is to reconcile the two sights. Bring the two sights to one. Instead of seeing it from 2 perspectives, combine the 2 perspectives into one. With that, I will pull you 3 oracle cards. When I pull those 3 oracle cards, I get the first one, which is caching. Okay? Caching. You got an idea or a possession. You find yourself hiding till the timing seems just about right. This could be even an idea. It could be anything, okay? Now, here's the thing. You're holding on to this thing, and the reason you're most likely holding on to it is, I'm going to lead towards the fact it's probably going to be you don't want somebody taking your idea or your possession or whatever it might be that you're holding on to it for dear life right now. You don't want to give it up, okay? So, you're holding on to it. You're cashing it in. It's your pride and joy. To me, it's the stone behind my camera right now. I just found out that stone's worth a couple $100. I didn't think it was anything but a rock at first. I didn't know anything about the rocks. Yeah, they felt weird. There was some that just kind of came attached to me along the way, but I never knew rocks had meanings until a few years back. It was like 10 years ago. I started learning about meanings of rocks and different things, and that everything had a property that could work together that I was never taught. Yeah, it took me 10 years to learn that because the old way isn't apparently the way around here. we're so secret and exclusive, I didn't know there was any of us out there. I thought I was isolated for a long time. Now my eyes are open and we're everywhere. Yeah, we are. We're everywhere. They've been in my circle this whole time and I just didn't connect the dots. So, with caching, you recognize the value of waiting, okay? That's the key. Now, you might be getting angry because you're waiting and holding on to that, or you're looking at it from two different perspectives. But your timing is key. You do know that because with caching comes abundance. Okay, as you can see, that raven is flying off with a friggin' fish, and then there's raven sitting on a pile of fish. So the fish are in abundance in this picture, okay? When you have this card, you know the place of possibilities. Focus on what you're next looking to do. What's waiting for you? Think about it. What's coming up? You are already told to turn your anger into some positive change and growth. So take your abundance and go to that positive change and growth. Because one of the things you're going to learn is a release. That release is when the time comes and you no longer need something and you just give it a go. Okay? Basically, here's another example. When the time comes and one can no longer grieve, it's time to let go. So if you've been in a place like me, I went through a lot of loss. Over a couple year period, it was one right after the other. They just kept coming. It was hit after hit. I didn't have time to really process from one to the next. That anger that built up, it bubbled out and it came out in all the wrong places. And I am so sorry I did. But I'm working on the release part. I need to let it go. So, when I pulled the tarots for the ravens, I got an 8 of swords, I got a 2 of swords, and a king of cups. So, the 8 of swords. On the 8 of swords, this is a raven. She's sitting in a circle surrounded by 8 swords. She's bound by a red ribbon. Okay? Now, the clouds are stormy. It looks like there's some turbulent water underneath of her. But the thing you gotta know is the red ribbon is representing limiting self-beliefs. The raven is in a cage of her own making. She's imprisoned by her self-imposed image of herself. It's her self-imposed cage, basically. So, another angle is you have the power to overcome this, okay? This is literally a cage of your own making. You need to confront those barriers. What makes you angry, okay? Why are you looking at things at two different perspectives? You need to confront that and find out, are you putting yourself in a cage of your own making? Because if you are, like the 2 of swords, that's coming in here and saying it's suggesting that you're finding it hard to make this difficult decision. Whatever you've been holding on to, there's a reason and a decision behind it. And you just can't see the full picture yet because your vision hasn't come together. So with that, you're holding on to things, okay? You need to, like, whatever that is that you're holding on to, that you see value in, that could be making you angry maybe even, you need to reevaluate it because you need to gain some control on the emotional part, alright? Like, the card release says, one can no longer grieve, they must let it go. So once you can't take something no more, you have to let it go. Don't let it turn into anger. Don't let it turn into a hatred or despite. You have to just let it, okay? You have to become the Zen master. You have to have complete emotional control. You need to be able to handle almost any situation with grace, with compassion. Take some quiet time for yourself, you know? Reflect on your emotions and the situation at hand. Approach it with both eyes open and seeing it for what it is. Don't look at it from two different perspectives. Come together. It's one situation. Just look at it as one, not two. So, I'm going to leave you with some Raven wisdom. The Raven wisdom today is think of the divine. Okay? Today is the time. Now is the time to get in touch with your real you. As you move forward through your life, you're masking yourself right now. This is a big problem with this spread. Like, you're masking yourself. You're keeping part of yourself hidden. And I can see that. We all do it. We all go through our phases. As we're growing up, we go from different phases. We're not the same people we were in our 30s and 40s that we were when we were 15. And I heard a friend the other day say it so well. She said, you wouldn't have a chance at being friends with that me. That made perfect sense to me because nobody wanted to be friends with me back then. I was the person that didn't talk to nobody. I didn't have people. I didn't want people around me. Yeah, I had a whole circle, but who did I really count on? There was 5. Those 5 are still with me to this day. So, as we leave this reading, we're going to take some divine wisdom from me, okay? From Raven. This is Raven's wisdom to you. The Raven is sitting and pondering out right now, okay? This is the time to get in touch with the real you. As you move on in life, stop masking yourself. Stop denying your inner self. No longer can that be. Now is the time for you to benefit. Seek out your fears, okay? Seek out what you feel, what you want to do. Soar through the open sky. Be yourself. Be your beautiful self. Don't want to do what you don't want to do, basically. If it's something you fear doing or you don't want to do, as long as it ain't imposing a risk to you, go try it. Go do it. You don't know what it's like until you go do it. We all have moments where we can't say no. Okay? Now this is a big thing, okay? We have our moments where we do for others. I'm a guilty party. I know a lot of people that are guilty parties. We just go and can't say the word no. But this is the time to tell everybody else, kiss my butt, and no. I'm doing for me. Start doing what your inner voice tells you. Live your inner truth. Even if those around you aren't ready for it, go for it. This is the time. Have a good day, guys.